So hi, today we are going to do a fun, easy recipe, which is soft pretzels. And they are very big and I love them. And I'm sure lots of people love them because sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small. But the thing I just love about pretzels, soft pretzels, is that they have sugar in them. And they're big and fluffy. And so let's get on with the ingredients. So this is a very easy thing to do. So all you need for the first thing is you get a measuring cup and you fill it up with warm water to 1 cup, and then you pour it in, and then you get the yeast. You get a pack or 1 tablespoon. And then after, you want to do the sugar. And then I believe you're going to let it just sit for a while, let the bread sit for a while. And then for the after part, we're going to use the big old flour, which we mostly use in our bread, which is going to be very fun. Well, let's get on with it. Okay, so water. I almost forgot. So we need to do the water first. Make sure you pour it in nicely so you don't splash it everywhere. And then we do the yeast. I actually love the look of yeast. See?
Wow!
Like, it's like kind of like little worms. It's kind of funny. And I'm just gonna go with that. And look at that. That's cool, actually. Very cool. How it just like spreads out in the water. So we're gonna make it over here, close this up so bugs don't get in it. And then sugar. You also are going to use the 1 tablespoon, so I'm just going to kind of take the yeast off. I'm going to do that in the garbage. Okay. So now it's time for the sugar. So you only need 1 tablespoon, like I said. And there. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more because that wasn't a full tablespoon. And there. So now we should probably just let it sit. And then we'll be ready to put in the flour. So now that we have waited 15 minutes, we now are going to add in our flour and salt. I know I did not mention the salt at the beginning, but I wasn't really paying attention to this. Does it even say salt? Well, I'll check that later because we are going to get on to adding the flour and salt. So we're first going to add in the salt. Now this is sea salt, and I probably would recommend this. Okay. Here it is. I almost forgot where it went. This is risky. Very risky. Here it is. I kind of just put something over it while you guys are waiting. Yeah. So just a reminder, make sure you wait 15 minutes for it to look like this. Okay. So now for it's heavy. So now for the flour. So I'm using spelt because I have allergies. As you can see, it says spelt. This is heavy. Yep. Okay. Apparently, this was in the dishwasher, so My mom had to pause the video when it happened. Okay, time for the cut. Oh, that's so satisfying. It's 1 cup. Oh, it's just kind of so weird how it just. Come on, come on, get closer. Look at this. Look. It just goes. That's satisfying. Okay, so that was 2, right? Okay, time for 3. I would have done 4. Just having such a great time with you guys. I'm losing track. Don't make me lose track. Plus, these will probably taste too much like flour and it will ruin it. So remember, only 3 cups of flour. Yep. Okay, my hands are filthy with flour. Okay. I love sound effects. Hey. It seems that I've forgotten how this thing works. Just bear with me. There we go. And down, lock it, and 1. And then you start. Look at it. This is the most satisfying part. And just turn that down off for a while. Well, I don't recommend you doing that, but I just need to talk to you. So you also have to mix it until it is a nice, big, soft ball. Turn it up to 2. This is a really satisfying part. I just turned it down a little bit. There! Okay, so now we are going to knead it. So you just want to get some of the flour you were using just now for the bun. And you want to sprinkle some of it over so it doesn't stick to your countertop or table, wherever you're doing it. And after you do that, after you sprinkle it everywhere, sometimes you might just want to pat it and like put it in certain spaces. No, it's just got flour down there. And this is kind of the messy part where you put the flour in. So now we're going to take the dough and put it down. And honestly, this is my favorite part. So now we're gonna knead it. Hooray! And beat it. But you probably want to knead it first. Sometimes you might want to sprinkle some of this on, and you don't want to have too much flour. Okay. And now we're going to punch it, which is also my favorite part. I just like doing the whole thing in general. Yeah. I'm gonna grab a better tool. You just want to knead it as much as you think would be proper. For me, it probably would be maybe like an hour or half an hour. 30 minutes, which is basically half an hour. Okay. There. It kind of looks small, but we are going to let it sit and, there's crumbs. We are going to let it sit and it will expand quite a bit. So just plop that in there. Grab whatever you use, a towel or this. It doesn't generally have to be this. It can be something like it. Just something that'll cover the whole lid. And then we're just gonna let it sit over here. And that's basically all. Okay, so we have let it sit and I've punched it halfway through. So it should be ready by now. And this is what it looks like. Wow! And so we're going to take it out now. Ah, it's sticking. It might be a bit hard to get out. Oh, look at that. I know you guys can't smell it, but I'm sure when you make this, it is going to smell great. So I know it's a bit lighter because our lamp isn't really working. So now we're going to cut it in half. Now, I'm doing a little bit of math here now. Okay, I'm not cutting it out again. There is actually pouring outside. Okay, so now that we've cut it in half, we want to cut it in half again, and that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to cut it in 2. Cut 2 slices on this. So like this. And then like this. Now you want this one to be a bit wider and thinner because it's wider. There we go. Okay, so now that we have cut it into 6 pieces, okay, we face that problem. We're going to roll it out into snakes. Now, my mom might help me with this a bit, or if I can get someone else in that might come along and they're like, can I help? Okay, so we rolled out the snake, and now I'm going to show you how to roll it up. So you cross it like this. A bit of trouble. And it should look like that. And then you go like this. Now, it doesn't matter if it looks funky. It doesn't matter at all. It just matters that it looks like, well, it doesn't look like, that it tastes like a pretzel. So we need lots and lots and lots of water for our soda bath because pretzels deserve a soda bath because everyone loves them. I'm not saying that everyone has to love them, just everyone who loves them should get them. Okay, never mind. Let's just get on to this. Okay, so we are going to take the pretzels and we're going to put them in the bath first. And then we're going to add on the cinnamon. and sugar. And as you know from my other video, the applesauce video, I love cinnamon, like I said. Okay, so let's get started now. This is paper. Okay, so actually, we are not going to sprinkle on the sugar and cinnamon. You don't have to do sugar and cinnamon. It's up to your choice of what you want to put on the cinnamon buns. Just make sure it's not something too crazy like sprinkles. You don't want something that will float off of the, it won't be decorated when we boil them. So yeah. So don't go too crazy because you still want to get the pretzel flavor. Okay, so I'm going to put the sugar in and cinnamon, but I'm not going to put the pretzels in yet because we are going to boil them first and then we're going to plop them in here. So I'm just going to get this and big. I want this to have lots and lots of sugar. Okay, so I've added the sugar in. Chat is over. Okay, no, I don't want this one. That would be a total disaster if I did that. Cinnamon. Oh gosh. I just spit everywhere. Okay. This is stressful because I don't want my family to die from having too much cinnamon. That's why I love cinnamon. I want to put as much as I can. Okay, so we have the soda in the water. We did not show you that. I don't know why we didn't. But okay, so just a reminder. We grab cinnamon, not cinnamon. We grab a pretzel, we bring it over, put it in here, and it will sink down, and then you leave it for a while, and then it will float up, and then you wait for a teeny bit, and then you will take it out, bring it over, put it in here. You kind of want to get it over here so that you can bend it over, like bend the bowl over and scoop some of the cinnamon and then sprinkle it on. Honestly, from the ones we have done, there's quite a bit of cinnamon. And sugar. Okay, so I was about to go over there without cinnamon. How come I keep on saying cinnamon? Probably because I love cinnamon. Come on over. Now, you just set it in there. It fizzes, which is really... You can't see it! Okay, now it's floating up. Push it around for a while. Pop it down if you'd like. And then we take it. Make sure there is no water. So maybe if you have like something like this that has holes, it would probably really work. Okay, now let's take this, bring it over. You can use this. It's fine. Okay, and there we go. Professional. I'm not professional. Trust me. I want to name these pretzels so bad, but we're just going to eat them, so can't name them. Never name your food, especially if you're making it, because you'll just eat it, and it'll be sad. I've done it once. Yeah, I'm not kidding. You know what? That's fine. That is fine. Just fine. I'm not doing that. No. I'm just strolling along here. Ah! Oh, that feels weird. Yeah. Look. I'm gonna do this small one. I'm good with the small ones. kind of just want to do these like this. You're probably wondering why couldn't we just add in the sugar and cinnamon? It is because it's because the sugar it will get all soggy and mushy and sticky and it'll just kind of turn into gelatin. Yeah. And cinnamon, it will get all clunked up with the sugar and it'll kind of be like brown sugar. You don't want that. You don't want clumpiness. Okay, we are on our last one. And the video is not over yet because we still have to bake them. And if you'd like, well, you kind of have to do this. Sprinkle some salt on them. I was about to say sugar where you already have tons of sugar. You want to sprinkle some salt on it and maybe some melted butter, and it will taste amazing. Mouth blown. Okay, let's get on to the last one. Ah, this is hot. Oh, I can't wait to eat these. My mouth is already watering. Hey, don't do that. Get in there. I don't know. Let it float. Look in there. Don't burn the phone, Mommy. Look how it's floating. I feel like this is a deep fry. There's hey. Let's get that. Okay, and so once you're done this, you want the oven here, over here. We want the oven to be at 500 with the cinnamon buns in it for 10 minutes. Then you can take them out, sprinkle some salt and melted butter on it. Once again, mouth blown. I know you're supposed to say mind blown, but since you're putting it in your mouth blown would be more. Okay, never mind. Okay. Why am I just letting it sit around? I want to get it ready. I feel like I'm putting makeup on these cinnamon buns and they're going to the fashion show. Okay, so it's basically at 500 and you also want to watch it. So, because it might, why did I say so? Okay, because it might be done before 10 minutes. Yeah. 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to grab the other mitts because that would be very dangerous if I just put it in this way. It would be dangerous if I put it in without oven mitts. Oh, this is going to be hard picking it up. This feels heavy, but trust me, it probably isn't. Can you? Okay, this is going to be scary. There. Okay, now let's just wait. Look at that sizzle. Oh, look at that one. Like the dough is popping. I may have over sugared that one. Look at that. Yay! Yeah, that's cool. So now that we have cooked them, look at this one. That's so weird. I didn't know that would happen. Okay, so now we are going to get our butter and we are going to butter them. I am going to leave one unbuttered because my dad is allergic to butter. It's especially for him. I love him very much. And that's going to be this big guy. I'm going to get this big guy. That kind of is bigger than that, but it's more fluffier. That's the one I did. I should probably not put the butter over there. Okay. So that is enough butter. Yeah, half of it. That would be for this one, but we can't put it on this one because this one's for Dad. Okay, now it's time for the salt. Obviously, when you have this in your hands and you're putting the butter on, the noise, it's so crackly and it's satisfying, so satisfying. I feel like I could just like sprinkle it, but no. Ow, that hurts my finger. Now, in this case, sometimes your parents tell you not to do this because it's kind of a waste of salt. And I'm just going to get... No! That's too much! Well, it might not be too much. So I think I can put this on my dad's. Yeah. And there. So we're done. And I hope you guys enjoy this. And I hope you guys subscribe and tell me how it tasted because I would love to hear that. And make sure you make that subscribe button from red to gray and smash that like button. Peace out.